And just a brief little description. I'm going to be doing some slam poetry, also known as the spoken word. It's poetry with a little bit of a twist. I first was introduced to slam poetry in Reach Club by Jay Bennett. Speaking of which, you should come to Reach Club on Wednesdays after school. Yeah? Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do a poem called The Sundance, and both the two poems I'm going to be performing tonight, I wrote both of them. So, here we go, The Sundance. Woo! The sunlight is splashing in the pool of my open window, joyously scattering golden droplets on every corner of the room, warming the coldest nooks and crannies with the caressing touch of long-reaching sun rays. Light streams over the features of my face, and I hear the gurgle of jubilant brooks of light, playing like children and casting dark shadows. The source, too bright for my naked eyes, waits expectantly on high, like a mother hen watching over her young. She sits higher than any guru, madman, or scientist. She shines brighter than any flashlight, neon light, or floodlight. She makes the day and shuns the night. Her nocturnal sisters spread their sweet, formless honey over the dark night skies. I watched, captivated in wonderment, from this same window. This same window where golden rays waltz their timeless, shapeless dance from my eyes alone. I sit here at my grandfather's worn wooden desk, looking out this window, and I bask in the warmth of its rays. I absorb them into my bloodstream. I let them flow through me like the lightning flowed through that lone, jagged oak that day the heavens darkened and the sun cried down. These same dancing rays, this same mother sun shone down on the battlefields of yesteryear, on the cheers of the victors of the Trojan War, on the sores and wounds opened by the conquistadors, on the floors of the ruins of the houses of the Second World War, on the score of Beethoven's Last Symphony, on the streets of Aristotle's Great Epiphany, on the great hall in which 56 men signed a declaration against tyranny. Are you hearing me? This same sleeping sun ray has danced its waking, warming, willful, wonderfully wooing waltz a billion times before, and now just through my windowsill, calling me to the light once more. This one's called Echoes. Newton once said that every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and he was right, mostly. You see, it's also said that the fluttering flaps of butterfly wings from ferocious twisters half the world away. Action and reaction can have light years of difference between each other. An event that leaves the original spin can spawn 10,000 new situations impossible to prevent, because life is a room that echoes, echoes, echoes. With each smack, a father slaps a little girl when he smacks away her character. Bruise by bruise, she grows a little weaker after every hit, imploding her trust until she tries ruse after ruse to make herself believe her daddy loves her. She grows a collection of dark sunglasses and long black jackets that had the evidence of a broken single drunk of a father. Maybe if her mother hadn't taken that last hit, if she hadn't dosed that final dose of God knows, if her mother hadn't taken that final hit that caused the fatal fit, her father would have to keep muttering under his alcohol-tainted breath and striking his baby girl, hit after hit. She doesn't tell her friends because she clings to a shattered hope, held together with her father's sober days and weak worried smiles that will all fade away. That her father will keep his demons at bay. But deep down, she knows the memories will never fade to black, that they'll always keep coming back. She grows bit by bit until by 25, she's hating every man in her life for making her love them. She knows now to get closer, she can smash their egos without ever having to live in a single finger. Every man she burns becomes a damaged soul, spreading the pathogen of unreturned love, mistrust, and fear, all because her daddy didn't know how to love his baby girl. The damage resonates, because life is a room that echoes, echoes, echoes. A young boy from Austria grows up in the shelter of his mother's arms. She tells him everything's going to be just fine as she dabs at his scabs his father finally got around to giving him. He doesn't hate his father. He reveres him like a god. He loves him like only a human sacrifice can know. Like a human sacrifice can worship the gods in whose names his beating heart is ripped from his quivering chest. He respects that a clenched fist beating down on bare flesh has a way of leaving a mark on both body and soul. He grows up in this twisted environment, warping inside and becoming a mirror, the mirror image of his father, who decides it's time to go a little farther west. Later in the new town, the boy, with his lips pursed and a near constant frown, is sent to an ancient Catholic school with strange symbols on the wall. He decides that one day, when his name is feared by all, this symbol on the wall will be his call to arms for all. After school, he plays games of cowboys and Indians, but it's no fun for the other boys. That young punk from Austria is merciless in his slaughter of pretend red men. Later at home, his father sings the Austrian national anthem, and the boy, thinking back to the hell that his father put him through, decides right then and right there that he will rebel. 40 years later, at the head of the Nazi movement, the strange symbol on the wall from all those years ago is emblazoned on tanks and men alike. Meanwhile, the fevered frustration of his father is burning away in the blazes, consuming men, women, and children in Auschwitz. Action and reaction ricochet through the pages of history. The ensuing chaos created further illustrates to all that life is an abyss that echoes. So the next time you act before you think, you might want to consider that ripples turn to tsunamis in the blink of an eye. Before you let go of that verbal volley, consider that your life is but an echo of the people and persons long gone, and as sure as the earth spins, what you say and what you do here on our speck in the universe will undoubtedly bring about a new dawn. Thank you.